Hi, welcome back to the show. I'm very excited for the topic of conversation in this week's episode, which is how to mix art and business. And the more creative entrepreneurs and artist entrepreneurs I work with, over the years, the more these ideas are beginning to solidify and become clearer and clearer for me. And the first idea I want to start off with, which I know can really shift the perspective for a lot of people and has the capacity to really open you up to more success and more money, particularly if you're an artist, is that artists are entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs are artists. And there's obviously a spectrum, but sometimes I feel like it's kind of this ego story that sometimes entrepreneurs have and sometimes artists have, which is this kind of like being saved by a prince on, a knight in shining armor on a white horse, that we just get to, be ourselves and some other man will come and make us successful and bring our success to us and deliver it on a golden platter. And it's kind of a very unsupportive fantasy. And I've definitely met artists who just want to be artists and don't really have the desire to like publish and share and make money from their work. But if you really desire success as a creative person and you wish to reach people with your work and for people to enjoy your work and to build community around your work and to have an impact and, reach more people and have a legacy and make money, like, you best know that you are an entrepreneur and you are in business. And so many successful artists that we see, all of our favorite artists, like, they are business people, they are entrepreneurs. They've got the business savvy, the networking, the money management, the investment, the negotiation. They've got the team that allows them to thrive and do their thing, just like an entrepreneur, right? And this kind of can show up in entrepreneurship, I think, with this idea of like, I'm just going to run Facebook ads and I'll make all the money that I want. I'm going to outsource the work to this ad agency, or I'm going to outsource my success to this coach and her strategy, and they're going to make me successful and they're going to be the reason that I make all the money. Whereas the truth is, we have to take 100% full responsibility for our own success. And, we are the driver of our ship. So we best be looking at the map. We best know which decisions we're making, which route that we're choosing, because nobody knows our ship better than we do. And, entrepreneurs are artists in the way that they are bringing visions to life, making a statement, changing the culture through our work, building ecosystems. And it is a super creative endeavor. So there are skills required, right? And yes, we absolutely do not have to do everything ourselves because that's impossible, but it is required that we know how to navigate and how to lead, and know in the ways that which ways we want to lead in all of the aspects that support us to be able to do the work that we desire to do and to really, embody the creative vision that we have for ourselves in the work that we are feeling called to share. Whether you are an artist and you are selling art pieces, or you are an entrepreneur and you are selling services, I actually see so many parallels in that process. And and I see the ones who are succeeding are the ones who take full responsibility for all aspects of their business and really take the time to understand which strategies they are going to use to leverage their success. And, and I see all the time where people haven't done the work to, for example, get clear on their actual business and the foundations, and then they just outsource to Facebook ads and they waste so much money and they don't make any money because they haven't done the strategic work to really get clear on what they're doing. And who they're talking to. So there really aren't any shortcuts in doing the work to getting good at delivering the types of results that you're envisioning in whichever way you're coming at it, in whichever skill set that you have, in whichever avenue you're looking to express yourself. And also know that there's 1,000,001 paths there, especially now, right? We see people succeeding as artists and entrepreneurs and as artist entrepreneurs in so many different iterations, and doing it in their own way and having huge success. And there's so much more opportunity than there has been historically, because there simply are less gatekeepers. There are less gatekeepers to business. Right now, you can start a business, build an audience with zero investment other than your time and your creativity. You do not need to have a fat lump sum of tens of thousands of dollars of capital to really get a business going. Like that, it just isn't the reality anymore. And, with all of the tools that we have available for self-publishing, we can create any types of creative productions. This podcast is a great example to build an audience, to reach people with our message, and to create opportunities to serve people and to create income in the process in 1,000,001 different ways that are more accessible than ever before, which is super exciting. And creativity has never been this accessible. So that's like my first kind of topic that I wanted to touch on. Artists are entrepreneurs. Artists who make money are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are artists. And obviously there's a spectrum of creativity, and that's up to us. We get to decide how much creative expression and creative or fulfillment we decide to weave into the way that we are doing things. And that brings me to my next topic, which is allowing your business to make space for your art. So that was always the intention for me. When I started my business, I always wanted to be an artist. First, I wanted to be a dancer. Then I wanted to be in theatre, and I did a drama degree. Then I ended up actually working in film production and film crews. And I knew that just, got to the point where being on film crews and working in production wasn't the most creatively fulfilling for me. And that's where I landed in entrepreneurship, because I also really wanted to make money. I wanted to have money and have a good life and be able to say yes to all of the things that I desire. And so my intention was always to be the entrepreneur that has freedom to explore and to explore my creativity. And, that ended up in a new chapter for me in songwriting and music production. And it being intentional about that, in being very strategic with my vision and what I was choosing to create, I purposefully navigated my decision-making in my business so that it took up as minimal time as possible and gave me the capacity to earn, as much money as possible. And that was simply what I wanted. That was simply what I desired. And that's, what navigated me to have a coaching business, because that really allowed me to share my skills and my resources and my knowledge and my experience in a way that allows me to reach lots of people, sell lots of products and services without adding more time onto my schedule. And also in a way that really channels a different part of my creativity. So that, because when I was a copywriter, I was writing a lot for other people, and I wanted to be writing for myself. I wanted to be writing songs and expressing myself in that way. And I found that I used up a lot of my writing juice when I was writing for other people. So that's what prompted me to shift to coaching and teaching and creating digital courses and programs, because then I get to keep that writing juice for myself. And now that's what I do. And so I write a lot for myself, not for other people. And that has really allowed my, my creative vision and my skill set to develop a lot, because I simply created the bandwidth and the time to be able to put into that, which I never had before when I was working 18 hours a day on film sets. So I intentionally designed my business to make space for my art and, keeping my schedule to a minimum, creating scalable income streams. This has been very intentional, because business isn't my only passion. I love my business. I love the work that I do, but I love so many other things too. And I wanted to be able to say yes to everything, which is now my reality. And, obviously I would love to have even more time and even more resources to invest in more creative writing and productions. But now this cool thing is happening for me in my business, where actually those two things are starting to merge, and I'm starting to bring back more of my video production skills that kind of I left untapped for a few years since I left the film world, and bring in, more of the skills that I've been developing around music and music production, And now I'm starting to see ways that I can bring that into my day-to-day in my business, as well as just doing it for fun on the side, just like for the pure purposes of making art and having fun making art. So being intentional around making space for your art and just knowing that your business gets to provide that for you when you're really intentional around that. And then the next topic is the idea of make your business your art. So like I said before, entrepreneurship is an artistic and creative endeavor. And the way that, that's the approach that I take to business, that I channel my offers, I channel my message. My business is my biggest form of self-expression right now. It allows, me to be a vessel to birth these ideas that really inspire me and to share them with my audience and to, build a conversation around the work that I'm doing in a way that's truly and deeply fulfilling to me at a soul level, because I am intentional with what I'm creating and making sure that that's the place that it comes from. And, really allowing these ideas to speak through me, really making my business strategy an intuitive process. So it's so creative and it's so fun to make money using your creativity in this way, because creativity is used when you're problem solving for your community, which, started out with me solving problems for myself. And then my business grew out of being able to help others with the problems that I had figured out how to solve for myself around making money, around creating the freedom to support my health, around being able to build a business around my authenticity and integrity and my values, and to stop making sacrifices in the way that I was making money, and to be creative in money making. Because this is the cool thing about entrepreneurship and business, is there is no limit. There is no limit. When I'm selling things that aren't dependent on my time, and I'm setting up systems to be able to reach more people, to allow more people to experience my work without me having to invest more time to make that happen, I can reach an unlimited number of people and I can make an unlimited amount of money. And that's really exciting to me. And I get to do it in exactly the ways that feel good to me. I never have to do anything that I don't want or that I don't like. There are literally infinite solutions around ways to reach people and around ways to serve people and deliver my work to people. And that is just really fun for me. So taking an artistic approach to business, creating income streams, creating offers and services, promoting them and marketing them in super creative and fun ways. That's just the age that we live in now. So leveraging your creativity as your superpower to make you the money that you want, to have the freedom that you want, and to express yourself in a really authentic way that's deeply fulfilling for you. That's just an option that's available to us, which is so freaking cool. So I would love to hear your contributions around this topic of conversation. Maybe you don't agree with some of the things that I said. Maybe some of the things that I said were triggering for you. I would love to hear about it. Feel free to send me a message on social media or leave a comment below wherever it is that you're watching this, if it's on YouTube or my website or social media. And if you're interested in developing some really fun, creatively fulfilling income streams and making more money than you've ever made before, doing the work that you love the most, I would love to invite you to join the live round of Create Money the Fun Way, which is starting on February 14th. You can jump in right away and get immediate access to bonuses. And this will be the exact money mindset tools, practices, and processes that allowed me to double my income 3 years in a row, go from 25K to 50K to my first six-figure year, while working less and less and less and having way more fun and freedom, expressing myself in the way that I was intuitively feeling called. And that was super fulfilling for me in business, and also created so much more time, bandwidth, creativity, and resources for my creative projects along the way too. So, and we get to work together with a group Voxer chat, so you can share everything and anything that comes up for you around this. We're going to go through some major mindset and money shifts to open you up to receiving so much more money with so much more ease and fun and alignment than ever before when we do this work. I am so excited to be running this course live for the first time in 3 years. And I don't know when I'll be doing it again. So definitely jump in and take this opportunity. It is the most affordable way to work with me live at the moment. And I'm also running a scholarship for anyone who's low income, BIPOC, LGBTQ. If you think you may qualify, please reach out and inquire about that scholarship. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say on this topic. Please send me your comments. Let's continue this conversation. And thank you so much for watching and listening. Bye. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.